Cheers. To me and to you. All right, let's get down to business. So, I am here. I'm making this video because I don't know. It's kind of like an experiment brain dump, and we'll see where it goes from there. Also, I'm eating my dinner. I wish you could see it before it comes all the way up here. I love a crispy broccoli. But, so anyways. My dog's looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm not wrong. Sorry. So I just wanted to share my dinner with you and talk about what's been going on in my little cute little noggin. Basically, I think I want to talk about queerness, and we'll see how far that goes. But so I'll just talk about my personal journey, and maybe we'll get to present day. Maybe we will not. I don't want to make this too long. So we might make this a 2-part series. But basically, I discovered, if you will, that I was definitively gay, or like interested in people who identified as women in 2016. And it's not something that like happened overnight. It's just like stuff that like creeped in slowly over time and then evolved into who I was in that time and moment in 2016. And how like the circumstances were just right for the moment to like get to that realization. But I would say in high school, I was never really interested in anyone. Like, people had crushes on me, and like sometimes I had crushes on people, but they were unattainable in my mind. And they were always men. And I just had really solid female friendships, like so many solid female friendships that I still have today. And I guess right around the time of like maybe 2014, 2015, I started thinking about the idea of romance and how romance could be like not inherently, and how romance itself didn't necessarily have to be akin to like sexual attraction or sexual acts or like that sort of relationship. Like, you could have romance with friendships that were within themselves like so beautiful and pure and just like the most amazing expression of love between two people. So that kind of came into my mind in 2015, and also in 2015 is like when I really accepted the fact that I had like a crush on a woman who was in my theater department, and I actually worked on a show with her. And she was just like, in my mind, the coolest thing ever. And I was so intimidated by her, but also like, you're so cute and hot. I'm confused and talented. And then what happened in 2016 is that I managed to form this like beautifully complex, I don't really know how much I want to deep dive into this, but just like beautifully complex. Venus like slurping up water. I can't have that underscore this deep part of this video. But anyways, oh, where was I going? So, my first relationship with a woman, and this was a person that I knew in high school, and we were always kind of like peripherally orbiting each other, like not part of the same friend group, but like knew who the other person was. Come here. Stop that. And then in 2016 we ran into each other at La La Land, of all freaking places to run into someone. from your past. And I was going to validate my parking ticket, and she was coming in to see La La Land with her roommates. Like, I had just seen it. And I was wearing this red sweater. I was with my coworker, and I just like blushed so hardcore and was like, oh my God, hey, like La La Land was like kind of trash, but you'll have fun. Like, don't let me warp your experience of it. And she was just like, calm down, you're being really extra. And I was like, okay, bye. It was like so nice running into you. And that just like kicked off this relationship that like manifested mostly online and then formed to IRL. And everything happened very fast, and everything was very intense and weird, and like so intense, way too intense. And just like I fell in love with this person, and it was like unlike any other connection I had, because I had had relationships before, but I hadn't had anything nearly as close to this like electric relationship I had with this person, who I just felt like I had never felt so fully like engulfed, if you will, or like wanting to be engulfed and just like freaking like collide and like tessellate up and up and up until you are like one being. So dramatic. But then, you know, as all things go, it didn't work out, and or for the best, but it's like still something I'm dealing with. And what kind of went along with that relationship was all these feelings of, which I kind of talked about in my Instagram post, but like feelings of self-doubt, because I feel like kind of the way that like queerness is talked about, or at least how I was exposed to it, was like, oh, you know, like you just know that the person is gay because they do gay things. And like that's bullshit. And like I don't know, I was like, I need to do research on, which like, you know where you came from, but also like I was like, I need to do research, I need to know about like important people in the gay rights movement, and I need to like listen to my fellow people, and like I don't really know what my validation is for this space, because I haven't always felt this way. Like I genuinely have been attracted to men and had very like close connections with dudes that were romantic. So that was like its own thing. And then obviously like you're like, oh, are people going to accept me into this community? Because I haven't always been like, yeah, that seems right. Like it just happened very slowly and abruptly. Well, slowly and abruptly, sure, we'll go with that. And then all of a sudden I was like, yeah, why not? This makes so much sense. I'm like, oh my God. Are you, oh. I'm like that meme. But I'm like that meme, you know, that math meme where she's like trying to solve the math equation. She's like, actually, I don't know where that thought was going. So yeah, basically like that's the place I'm coming from. I just never thought. I picked this up because I wanted to sip it. I just didn't grow up thinking like, of course, I'm gay. You know, it was like, I think I just liked attention. I was just like, I'm funny. I'm the funny weird girl. And nothing really seriously ever really, I don't know, took root. And like, who's to say, literally who's to say, you are not always like getting closer and closer to who you like really are, you know? You're not born and like, you're like, yes, I know it all. No, it's part of the process. You're just walking along, and then one day you're like, I guess I am queer. And that is all I think I really want to discuss for the time being. But depending, I made some baked Parmesan. That looks so gross. I'm gonna put it all in my mouth. Ew. That was good. That was just like disgusting how I took that bite. If there is an interest, I will do more.
Oh, she cute. She cute. She cute? She cute? She cute? She cute? She cute.